about 3 months since the city of San Diego released a detailed assessment of road conditions and a plan for street repairs.
A review has been done of that plan now, and Fox 5's Alani Latang is live for us in Del Cerro with more. Alani.
Kathleen, Jason, good evening. And what that review does is give an additional analysis of the city's pavement management plan that came out in January. And while it finds some things need some clarification, they did offer recommendations. The review also recognizes that road conditions are the city's most significant priority, and it is a step in the right direction.
If we want to maintain roads at a level that would, I think align with people's expectations, one, more money needs to be spent.
In the city of San Diego's independent budget analysis report of the city's 10-year, $1.9 billion pavement management plan, or PMP, the analysis highlights the city's plan of what might work while offering recommendations. San Diego's principal fiscal and policy analyst, Jordan Moore, wrote the 12-page analysis.
The PMP itself is light years ahead of anything that the city's ever had before, right? When you have a plan that's as comprehensive as the PMP, though, there were things that I felt were either slipping when I would talk to people about it, or things that I felt needed to be highlighted more.
The city's pavement plan came in January after an assessment of every city street based on a rating system called Pavement Condition Index, or PCI. San Diego streets scored a 63 out of 100, which is considered fair, but the industry standard is 70. Moore says the city's proposal to repair streets before they deteriorate and become more expensive to fix is generally a good way to do pavement, but creates problems.
I think you have to make sure you're looking at life cycle costs as opposed to just trying to get to a metric by a certain time.
Moore says the plan would still leave failed streets behind, the streets that score 10 or less out of 100.
If you implement the PMP as done over 10 years, it basically creates almost like a valley curve where 80% of the streets would be great, but 20% of the streets would be worse than they almost are now.
Moore also says the plan shows unequal outcomes across districts.
A lot of those unequal outcomes, I think, would be fixed if they addressed failed streets and if they addressed unimproved streets.
Unimproved streets typically don't receive city maintenance. The $1.9 billion pavement plan doesn't include any amounts for unimproved streets, but Moore says they need their own attention.
Dedicated effort at the highest levels of city management to put together a budget for them. Of everything we're doing, those are the ones that are the most time and capital intensive, because you basically are redesigning and re-engineering streets from the ground up.
Fiscal year 2024, Mayor Todd Gloria has already dedicated $140 million for street repairs. And the city of San Diego also has a new interactive website called Street San Diego that allows people to check out street conditions and see updates on pavement projects over the next 5 years. Reporting in Del Cerro, I'm Alani Latang, Fox 5 News.